What up, man? It's your big buck, K-Rino. Word to the unwise. It's eyes and ears everywhere. And what I mean by that is we living in a time now, man, where the more technology that exists, the more reckless we become. And it should be the other way around because while technology has a lot of really great uses, um, I really truly believe that one of its purposes, that's the word I was looking for. One of its purposes is to keep tabs and keep an eye and an ear on everything that we do. And we allow them to do it. We walk right into it because everybody's got a smartphone, everybody's got a smart TV, some people got a smart watch. Everything is just smart. Everything is smart except the people who are using the devices. Because we've seen so many times where you'll say something in conversation and all of a sudden it's showing up on your phone and it was things like that. So clearly there are these devices that we just think we're using for our own pleasure and purposes. Um, there's other things going on that may be beyond our understanding or even beyond our knowledge and awareness. But there are cameras everywhere. You can't go to the gas station. You can't go in Walmart. You can't go in Home Depot. You can't go to Denny's. You can't. There's nowhere you can go where there's not a camera. You can't go in your neighborhood because your neighbors got ring cameras and you thought you got away with it, but the neighbor across the street had the camera. And so the point I'm making is that for some of the things that that we still see people do, it actually amazes me. I'm like, man, y'all are still that reckless. Not saying you should be doing any crimes or stupid reckless stuff anyway, but to be that reckless in a time where, like I say, there are eyes and ears everywhere. And if it ain't the eyes, it's the ears. We know the cameras on street lights, everything, man. There's nothing that they can't show. But the ears represent the audio, where like people um, recording things, people recording your conversations, people calling you and setting you up to say certain things. These people become master, skillful trap setters when the time dictates it, and you got to be real careful. Even back in the days, even back before technology was what it is now, uh, most, not all, but most dope dealers knew not to talk on the phone. But the fear was that if you was high enough up in the game, that it would be the police or the FBI, somebody tapping your phone or something like CIA if you really really somebody. But nowadays, man, it could be anybody. It could be that woman, that dude, that knows your temperament, knows how you get down, and knows the thing that you may potentially say. So they'll lead you into those things in conversation. Um, and before you know it, uh, you're hearing it back. You're hearing it back. And the world is hearing it back. So you got to be real careful with how you deal with certain people and even in your responses to people who try to lead you into that. See, because, and we talking regular civilians, we ain't going into the police dynamic and all that. This, we transition from that. But because it's some evil people in the world, evil, sadistic people in the world. So you got to be one step smarter than those people who have that devil in their heart. So at the end of the day, um, like I said, you shouldn't be out here committing no crimes and acting a fool anyway. But don't do anything to make your situation worse. and don't get comfortable out here and thinking that everything you do is not being seen or heard by somebody. I watch crime shows all the time, and it's amazing at how some of these people get caught. It's astonishing at how some of these people get caught, but they absolutely do, you know, because they move in a way as if it's 1842. You know, we're not living in 1842. So the um, the biggest ways that a lot of people get jammed up is probably about 80 to 90% their own doing, their own recklessness, you know, their own sloppiness. And I'm not trying to teach nobody how to be no better criminal, you know, because I'm not necessarily even just focusing more on criminals in general. I'm just people, and you know, there are other things that you could be discussing that you may not want out. You may be having a conversation about something that you may not want to grow legs at the time. It could be your personal business that you're confiding um, that to somebody, and they put that out when y'all have a falling out, or they put that out to try to extort you, or you know, blackmail you, or whatever the case might be, man. So we have to have our antennas up and be on high alert. It's eyes and ears everywhere. And the more you move like that, I'm not saying be paranoid and just live your life always like, don't turn into that person, but just have your awareness on. Be sharp enough to understand that you can't be running around foolish out here, and don't let people try to amp you up to take you out of your game, to try to make you, you know, you gotta be smarter than the dummies, and don't let people amp you up to fall into that. This video was inspired by some things that y'all may already know that's going on nationally. Um, but you know, I don't want to get into the details of it, but you know, it made me think about that when I saw what I saw, when I heard what I heard, and it's not the first time that this has happened. So, yeah, y'all keep that in mind, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. It's eyes and ears everywhere, man. I will catch y'all with another one real soon. Peace.